Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and we have an update on the way for No Man's Sky because late Thursday afternoon, 3:49 p.m. my time, Sean Murray tweeted out a single emoji. And anybody who's been playing No Man's Sky for long enough knows this is when you get hyped up because Sean Murray will tweet out a single emoji and that's it right before an update hits. Right before it releases, and he tweeted out the cursing emoji. It's a red face with a curse across the mouth, and so everyone was like, "What the heck does this mean? What is going on here?" So I'm going to give you my opinion on it, but I will say up front, this is all speculation. Nobody knows. We never know what the update is going to be. I always go back to all the previous emojis that Sean has put out there. He put out an orange emoji for the Origins update. He put out a snowflake for the fractal update because snowflakes are fractal. You know, oranges are, they orange and Origins kind of rhymes. So we never know what they're going to be. There's never a one-to-one like comparison of, oh, that means swear words are going to be in the game. I don't think that's what's going to be the case. What I think Sean Murray is trying to say is swearing like a sailor or mouth like a sailor. That is I don't know if it's a worldwide term or saying that people use, but in the United States we say mouth like a sailor, swearing like a sailor. And so I think that we're going to see a underwater update, a sailor expedition, a sailor update coming in the next week. Like, I'm recording this Thursday night. It's going out Friday morning. And right now I'm looking at it. The expedition, Aquarius expedition, the fishing expedition is up in 3 days. It finishes in 3 days. That puts it at Monday. So if you haven't done your expedition, get that thing done. You have the weekend and that's it. Depending on where you live, it could be Sunday evening. It could be Monday morning. But in general, it will end on Monday. So we can have an update anytime after that. In general, an update will come out for No Man's Sky on a Wednesday. So putting all this stuff together, my own opinions on it, my own speculation, I think we see an update come out for No Man's Sky on Wednesday. That would be, let me look at the date here. That would be the 23rd of October. We'll probably get an update for No Man's Sky. And I have a feeling it's not going to be an expedition. We've been, especially this year, they've been on it. They've been ready to go with updates immediately. But I don't think we're going to see an expedition simply because Sean Murray and the team over at Hello Games, they do what is called the expedition replays at the end of the year. We're talking the end of October or the end of November and early December. They'll do replays, which is they will let us replay the expeditions from this year, from 2024, but they make them go faster. So they only replay them for 2 weeks. So each one gets about 2 weeks. Now, if you're counting that, we've had 4 expeditions this year, which means there's 4 expedition replays. If you count 2 per week or 2 weeks per each one, that's 8 weeks total. That's 2 months. And that's generally how long the replays will last. So my speculation, I'm throwing a lot of information at you guys. Sorry about that. But my own speculation is we're not going to get an expedition. It's just going to be a water update, a sailor update. And it's going to be maybe the oceans are deeper. There's going to be an overhaul for everything under the water because Worlds Part 1 overhauled the way the water looked, but it didn't do anything underneath it. All the plant life, all the biome underneath it stayed the same. It's just the water looks better, and it looks a lot better. We got fishing in Aquarius, so we have fishing, but that didn't change any of the animals underwater either. So I think we're going to see a major underwater overhaul with a sailor update, some kind of a sailing thing going on for this update. Maybe it's Worlds Part 2, and it's just that it focuses on the underwater aspect, but it also adds in a whole bunch of other features as well. I don't know that part, but I do think that we're not going to see another expedition this year. I think they're going to put out a content update at the end of October. They're going to let us kind of chill and relax for the month of November. And then beginning in December, we will see the replays, the expedition replays start because they want to kind of relax. Because the other thing is, if they do replays, they will start in either late November or early December. If you start a new expedition next week, the end of October, either you have to make it a really short expedition or it's going to go over time. It's going to go into the holidays, and they generally don't do that. So that's another reason why I think we're not going to get an expedition. It would take too long. If they put out an expedition starting October 23rd, it might go until December 15th. It might go until the beginning of December, maybe middle of December, and then you do replays after that. It would be too late. Everyone's going to be on holiday. Everyone's going to be off for the holiday season. In general, the Hello Games offices, they kind of chill out, mellow out. They're not putting any updates out for Christmas or anything like that. So they're not going to be doing anything there. They're taking time off to spend with their family. And so, yeah, that's another reason why I don't think we're going to get another expedition. They're going to wait. They want to put out a new update. And I think maybe you put out an update in October, like October 23rd. The PS5 Pro comes out early November. So that's another thing, and say, hey, look, we're going to put out a new patch that updates the game for PlayStation in November. And so they're going to be busy doing that. Patches, fixing, making sure everything's working well. So it gives them kind of a little bit of breathing room of, we're not dealing with an expedition. We're just dealing with the content patches. We're going to try to make sure the game is running as smoothly as possible. And then we'll push out the replays at the end of November, first week of December. So that is my speculation on it. But either way, we're getting something probably next week, or at least soon. It's never a guarantee, like we don't know exactly when. But we did see earlier this week, we saw the internal branch update on No Man's Sky, and that's the version of the game they play at the studio that they're testing to make sure it's working. So we knew an update was on the way because they don't update the internal unless there's a change, a big change. And also, we got an emoji. So I have a really strong suspicion that we're going to get a sailor-themed update next week. So thinking October 23rd, we get a fresh update for No Man's Sky. Maybe it's Worlds Part 2. Maybe it's just like the fishing update. Maybe it's just a separate like sailor update or water update or something like that. It's not technically Worlds Part 2. But yeah, that is what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited? Are you getting ready to get back into No Man's Sky? Let me know down in those comments below, and I will see you guys next time.
The update is called Worlds Part 1 because I guess there's much more to come.